All right, shout outs to my boy Alan Wade for driving the stream right now. Usually I'm driving. All right, DavidCue from Nebraska, sponsored by NT. I don't know what that stands for.
No idea.
And then we have Kelly, of course, sponsored by GHQ. What happened? Kelly got beat on by Fanny Pack. Fanny Pack played 2 sets total to get into top 8 because he had DQs all the way through.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay. I saw some DQs.
Ridiculous.
Like John Money got DQ'd, but then he played a couple and then got DQ'd. I don't know what happened with that, but. Kels is, I'll say with this particular matchup, Kels has a wide range of experience. He has sets, like, I think he's run into Mango multiple times throughout the years. And he's played West Balls in, I think, more than one set. And I know he beat him in that one set in late 2015 at WIT.
Damn.
And, yeah, it's a little dated, but...
He's showing it.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you see... Even then, West Balls didn't have too many losses. Granted, it was a local. I mean, there are certain things like that. But most players in the world wouldn't even come close to contesting someone like West Balls in this matchup, even with West Balls playing 50% or whatever he was playing. So, I mean, I have a lot of practice in Kels in this matchup. I'm not to that, like, caliber of a player, but I can tell certain things he does are, like... They really make you question who wins this matchup, because he definitely understands that, like, in order to give yourself an advantage, you need to abuse things in a matchup that are favorable for your character. So like you saw there, he went for the shine off stage. Like, he's going to look for the things that make Fox win this matchup, right? Things like not giving Falco constant pressure, which means keeping a close spacing. He's going to... Yeah, he's always going to get the shine, like, off stage when it's there.
Yeah, I hear SFAT talking about this a lot. You always want to be in, like, threaten range against Falco, but not overcommitting. He even talks about how grabbing is kind of dangerous against Falco. It's still good, but, you know, a little riskier since Falcos are looking for that.
Spot dodge shine, basically, right there, what DavidCue did. It's also... some people might disagree with this. I think it can be really hard in this day and age to punish off of low % shines as Falco. People are really good at smash DI out of it. Even if they get onto a platform, they can still smash DI again if you opt for another shine. So it can be hard to, like, get 60-70% at a when you shine as Falco. Whereas Fox has quite a few more options if you can get them and they don't do, like, an instant smash DI tech away to safety. Like, you can follow it up with, like, a jab reset, an up air, an up smash into a grab, and kind of go from there.
Dude, DavidCue, you know, I'm kind of impressed he's made it in top 8 of Melee, because he's, he does play other fighting games. He was on my stream for another game. I think it was Blaze Blue or something. Dude, he's everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool, just because, like, he looked like, even his playstyle shows that, like, he's just a smart player, which is sort of like a pretty broad term. But you see, like, he doesn't open himself up that much. Like, things that are standard across all fighting games. Like, he understands playing defensive, not being overly aggressive in situations and that sort of thing. Like, he's definitely not the most technical player. I'd imagine. I have seen him, like, playing on and off for a few years. And he doesn't look like he's a person who practices tech skill. Not like a bad thing. I mean, I don't think he really is too serious about Melee.
Nah, he's just got the fundamentals down.
Yeah, which more players really need, honestly.
So I first encountered DavidCue in Iowa for a We Live In stream, and back when he was playing there, he was, like, very dare heavy, like, kind of. That was almost the only move he used. But it looks like he is still dare heavy, but he's kind of balanced his strategy a little bit.
I'm not really sure why Kels is he's sort of toggling between Sheik and Fox a lot.
Yeah.
I personally think a lot of people come from the school of thought that you need to stick with one character. And I actually tend to say that the idea of having multiple characters, if they're quote unquote ready, that is a lot better. Like, you have a much larger advantage. And I think we are starting to see that sort of trickle down from the top with players like Armada, who busts out Fox against players like Leffen.
Yeah.
I mean, even Axe. Sorry, he comes out with the Marth and the Falco sometimes. I don't think those are like joke picks. He doesn't. It's that he really feels that Pikachu in certain situations just isn't cutting it.
Yeah, which is interesting though, because Armada kind of picked up Fox for this reason. But we just saw him wipe out Genesis with Peach. So.
Yeah. Well, I always joke that I think it's really funny that at Armada at one point in time he had publicly said he's not playing Peach anymore. Like he said it would. I think his exact words were like, "It will still come out sometimes, but expect Fox from now on." And and it's no surprise given like how good of a player he is that he sort of recognized that like he's willing to admit that he was maybe wrong in certain ways that he thought about like the character's strength and realized like, okay, Peach is fully capable, but I'm definitely going to play Fox against Puff, and I think that saves him a lot of stress trying to do it with Peach, and certainly so.
Yeah, well, winning Genesis with Peach was a nice way of proving himself wrong. That worked out conveniently for Armada.
I mean, he didn't run into Leffen, he didn't run into Hungry Box. But yeah.
As for Kelly picking Sheik a lot, I don't know. He says he switches characters to keep it fresh for himself, but I know he does grind out tech chasing with Sheik.
Yeah, no, I think I'll hear Abu, I'll hear Duck. They tell him just play Fox.
Right.
Like it's like a mantra here in Chicago. I mean, you just stick to Fox, and I get where it's coming from, but Kels, I mean, he was the one who picked Sheik at Genesis or at Big House 4 and used it to beat Axe.
I didn't know that's how that went down.
Yeah, like it was on FD. He just picked Sheik and beat him on FD because he probably recognized like my Sheik's not quite there yet, but he had the confidence. And again, it's a dated set, but it still shows it even back then and what the power of playing another character can do for you, even if it's not quite on par with your main. Their stage certainly plays a big role. Character matchups are huge.
All right, so Kelly takes this one. What was it? Is it 2-0 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sick. Captain Face Roll, big proponent of sticking to one main after that SSBM tutorials video. Shout out to Kira.
Yeah, well, I think again, most of the time, if you are getting into any game, that's generally what people will say. Like whether it be Smash, Overwatch. I mean, playing one character is going to help you on a competitive level. Like if you hop into competitive in a game and you can only play one character, as long as you're playing that character, you're going to be more useful than the guy who's playing 4 or 5 characters and has 10 hours of experience on all of them, and you've got 50 on one character. You're definitely going to be a little trickier for the team to deal with, the enemy team. So.
Yeah. I also like the idea of playing different characters just to learn, their goals. Not necessarily playing them in tournament. Plus, it's more fun.
It's definitely fun. And I think if you play another character, like if you think a character's broken, and I think this applies to Smash really well. If you think a certain character, like, you don't know how to deal with them, you just think they're stupid, like, sort of those types of words to describe them, you should play the character, and, like, you should actually play it in a tournament setting and sort of see where the vulnerabilities are, and even put some time into it and then play it, and you'll learn a lot, which will help you on the flip side of the matchup. You'll be like, for example, like, I started playing a lot of Marth, and I quickly realized, like, I can't just, like, if I run in and throw out a forward air on Fox, he could just up smash me if it's not spaced. Even if it is spaced, he could just, like, combat roll in. You can shield it. There's so many ways to deal with these things that I had just thought were impossible from the other side of it. But then when you do it yourself and you realize, like, that there's other things.
Oh, yeah, DavidCue up for a little bit right now.
He's still got some fight in him, for sure.
Yeah. I kind of think Kels is more of a Sheik personality-wise.
And here we go with the face roll tech chasing. I'm just going to call it face roll tech chasing, even though it really has nothing to do with face roll.
The Sammy stall.
I think face roll did show how Sheik tech chasing and being masterful at it can boost your results. more than anything else. Like, you can look at like just results, and you can attribute some of Face Roll's wins to just his super good
That was
tech
a
chase
sick
game.
needle, dude. Sick needle at the edge by Kelly.
Kels lives for the edge. I mean, I don't want to be anywhere near Kels. Like, I think it's actually probably his strongest part of the game. This and being on the ledge, like, he enjoys. Because Kels really gets off, like, when his opponent is frustrated. He feeds off frustration so well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I heard that's the one reason that he does, you know, the camping, the laser camping a lot. Dude, he just likes to frustrate his opponent. Oh, 3-0. All right. You know, yeah, it wasn't a wipeout, but Kelly definitely dominant, as expected.
Yeah.
I feel bad for these guys because, you know, they got kind of bracket. They got messed up in the bracket, I guess.
Next up would then be the Kels playing the winner of. Wait. Oh.
That was
oh right, because
semis.
DavidCue beat Michael.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we've only got we got 2 sets left, possibly 3.
Yeah.
The run back coming up here.
All right. Yeah, Wii U, you know, they kind of have a little more viewers right now because they got your boy Ally. So you got an EVO winner. You will definitely get more views. But here, we got